Roman Reigns offers to be a tag team partner to 57-year-old star. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer, have a nice day. For the WWE family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Thank you. Former WWE champion Roman Reigns is among the most popular stars on the roster. The OTC recently offered to be a famous TV personality's tag team partner. The Tribal Chief recently appeared on ESPN's First Take, where American television personality Stephen A. Smith teased showing up in a managerial role. Reigns further stirred the pot, stating he was no longer linked to Paul Heyman and there was space to be filled. In a recent Quanda video shared on TikTok, Roman Reigns was asked which ESPN host he would like to team up with. The 40-year-old chose Stephen A. Smith. He added that if the 57-year-old wanted in, he should just let the original Tribal Chief know. Paul Heyman took to his ex-Twitter account to respond to a clip of the interaction between Roman Reigns and Stephen A. Smith on ESPN's First Take, as the two teased the TV personality as a replacement for the wise men. The Oracle noted that the term manager was outdated, and if someone wished to work alongside him, they must be an advocate, a wise man, or an oracle. Heyman added that many people wanted to try to match his accomplishments. It will be interesting to see if Stephen A. Smith ever makes an appearance on WWE programming. WWE is filled with top stars. Names such as Rhea Ripley, Cody Rhodes, John Cena, Gunther, CM Punk, and Bianca Belair are industry-leading names, with Roman Reigns arguably being the biggest name in wrestling today. Roman Reigns was recently involved in a harsh confrontation on Monday Night Raw. He endured multiple high-impact moves, including several tsunami splashes and a stomp from the Vision. Many believe this to be Roman's write-off from television, but he is scheduled to appear on Raw in England at the end of the month. However, the OTC is not advertised to appear on the Red brand this upcoming Monday. Meanwhile, on May 18th, he's only being advertised locally, which could mean he only appears in a non-televised segment if he does indeed show up at all. This means there is a chance Reigns won't be on 1 or 2 episodes of Raw. With how the Vision has been moving, somebody will need to step up in the OTC's place temporarily. Who could fill his role for the next week or two? Below are 4 replacements for Roman Reigns on WWE Raw. Penta is arguably the most charismatic luchador in the world today. Not only is he excellent in the ring, but the WWE superstar and former AEW wrestler has a magnetism that causes fans to instantly want to root for him. The Lucha star is currently in a new feud with The New Day and Grayson Waller. He successfully defeated the Aussie icon on WWE Raw last week, and even outsmarted Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston in the process. Given that Penta has already had issues with the Vision, he could shift focus back to that stable, at least for a few weeks. He and Reigns are dramatically different performers, but that makes the luchador serving as the replacement all the more interesting. AJ Styles is a legend. He was already a future Hall of Famer before stepping foot in a WWE ring, thanks to his time in TNA, ROH, NJPW, and beyond. And once he joined the biggest wrestling company in the world, he went on to become a multi-time world champion. Currently, the Phenomenal One is pursuing the WWE Intercontinental Championship. He challenged Dominic Mysterio for the gold at SummerSlam, but ultimately came up short. However, Styles made it clear on Monday Night Raw this week that he wasn't done with Dirty Dom yet. He could put those issues on pause to fill in for Roman Reigns for a few weeks. Styles uniting with CM Punk and LA Knight would be a dream team for sure, especially given the history that the Phenomenal One has with both men. The trio battling Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker could be quite an exciting prospect. Rey Mysterio is an absolute legend of the business. He has been in the industry for over 3 decades now and even won world titles in WWE despite his small stature. Mysterio is a Hall of Famer while remaining active on the main roster. Unfortunately, he hasn't been seen in action for quite some time. Just before WrestleMania 41, the WWE Hall of Famer picked up an injury. While he did show up at Worlds Collide a few months ago in a non-wrestling capacity, he's been absent from television ever since then. Supposing that Mysterio is healthy enough to return, he could fill in for Roman Reigns for a week or 2. He is the ultimate good guy, so it would only add to the Vision's animosity if they targeted the legendary Mysterio. Jey Uso is one of the biggest surprises in wrestling history. While WWE fans always loved him as a tag team performer, nobody expected Jey to eventually become World Heavyweight Champion. Despite those expectations not existing, he did exactly that earlier this year. Main Event Jey is actively involved in the storyline taking place with The Vision. At WWE SummerSlam, he teamed up with Roman Reigns, and the pair defeated Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker in the opening match of the PLE. Unfortunately, USO missed Monday Night Raw this week. Provided he's not hurt, he could return this upcoming Monday to participate in the Good Fight alongside CM Punk and LA Knight. Who better to fill in for Roman Reigns than his own cousin? Jey Uso makes the most sense here by far. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman are currently at odds with each other. However, before WWYZ WrestleMania 41, for nearly 5 years, the duo dominated the business in the Bloodline storyline, as the Wisemen, Heyman and Reigns, joined forces in August 2020. This partnership saw the Tribal Chief as the WWE World Champion for a historic 1,316 days. However, Roman Reigns lost the title to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania XL in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. A year later, at WrestleMania 41, the Oracle turned his back on the OTC and aligned with Seth Rollins. However, in a recent interview on the Ariel Helwani show, Paul Heyman broke character and praised Reigns. The WWE Hall of Famer spoke highly of him. It was recently announced that all WWE pay-per-view events will stream on ESPN starting in 2026. During an interview on ESPN's First Take, Roman Reigns shared his thoughts on the new partnership. The August 8th episode of Friday Night SmackDown opened with John Cena addressing the crowd at Bell Center of Montreal. Cena thanked everyone for their support and announced that he's concerned about facing Brock Lesnar. Paul Heyman came to ringside saying Cena has changed, referencing their tag team match at Money in the Bank where Paul and Cena teamed up but lost to Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. AEW and NJPW will collaborate again on Sunday, August 24th for the 4th annual Forbidden Door PPV. The first Forbidden Door held outside North America will air live from the O2 Arena in London, England. New details are emerging about potential title matches for a top former WWE star and a major induction for a WWE Hall of Famer. One notable Forbidden Door 4 match will see Mercedes Moné defend her AEW TBS Championship in a fatal 4-way against Alex Windsor, plus 2 competitors from CMLL and Stardom NJPW to be determined. While there are rumors about her defending other championships, no confirmation has been made. Moné carrying the undisputed British Women's Championship into the O2 is notable, as RevPro will participate in the Interpromotional Super Show this year. In previous years, only NJPW and AEW ROH talents were featured, but CMLL joined in 2024, along with Stardom, Revolution. Pro Wrestling, regarded by many as the UK's top pro wrestling organization, will celebrate 13 years since its founding on August 26, 2012. The celebration will include continued collaborations with CMLL, NJW, and AEW ROH through the Forbidden Door event. Yushin Thunder Liger is the longest-tenured NJPW star. His debut came in 1984, and he continues to work with the company in retirement as a commentator and trainer. Widely regarded as one of the greatest, the 60-year-old has worked for numerous organizations, with title reigns in NJPW, CMLL, Pro Wrestling Noah, and WCW. Liger has appeared in many RevPro events, winning the inaugural British J Cup tournament in 2017. RevPro will honor Liger during AEW x NJPW Forbidden Door weekend, inducting him into the RevPro Hall of Fame on Friday, August 22nd at Crystal Palace National Sports Centre in London. This will also be night 1 of RevPro's 13th anniversary show. Liger also had a successful career in CMLL, holding multiple championships and winning the 2010 Universal Championship. His only AEW appearance came in 2023 when he presented the Owen Hart Cup to Ricky Starks. The spear has been associated with several WWE superstars over the years. Roman Reigns once made it his signature move, but others have since taken it on. According to The Undertaker, the move now has a new standout performer. The Phenom believes Braun Breaker delivers it so well that he should be the one most recognized for it. The tribal chief, Roman Reigns, has faced many stars throughout his wildly successful career, but he's named one controversial, recently returned figure as his favorite opponent of all time. When answering rapid-fire questions on ESPN's TikTok, Reigns named Brock Lesnar as his favorite WWE opponent. Reigns and Lesnar have faced off quite a few times throughout Reigns' career. Their first match took place at WrestleMania 31 in March 2015, though the bout is more famous for Seth Rollins cashing in his Money in the Bank contract. The pair have also competed in a steel cage match, matches for the Universal Championship, and at WrestleMania 38, where Reigns defeated Lesnar to become the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. The two most recently clashed at SummerSlam 2022 in a last man standing match, where Lesnar used a tractor to lift the entire ring, causing Reigns to fall out the other side. Lesnar would go on to have a handful of other matches before taking a hiatus. This appeared likely to be extended after he was mentioned in a lawsuit involving former WWE chairman Vince McMahon. Lesnar is named multiple times in the amended complaint, but he is not a defendant in the civil suit and has not been criminally charged. Lesnar was assumed to be persona non grata, and he was even removed from WWE 2K24. However, Lesnar made his return to WWE following a 2-year absence at SummerSlam when he came out to perform his finishing move on John Cena, seemingly setting himself up as Cena's next opponent on his retirement tour. We've all made mistakes throughout our lives, some small, some large, and some that only become apparent years later. Wrestling is an industry where one mistake can have a ripple effect for years to come, and at times these mistakes lead to wrestlers facing negative consequences, whether it's their fault or not. Wrestlers are usually at the mercy of the booker. Whatever the booker says goes, and if a wrestler doesn't go along with it, they may be punished, embarrassed, or removed from the promotion quickly. A wrestler will perform as directed, trying to win over the crowd even if they feel the storyline is flawed. The truly great performers can eventually get the audience on their side. However, even the very best have experienced the fans turning against them for situations that weren't their fault. In the ring, fine margins matter. One slip-up can turn a spectacular move into a dangerous one, but that's not what we're focusing on today. This list highlights some of the most infamous moments in WWE history when fans turned their backs on big stars because of decisions that might have looked good on paper, but proved to be major mistakes. Some of these stars have since rebuilt their reputations, while others still feel the effects. It's strange to think that at one point Batista was one of the most disliked figures in WWE for simply not being Daniel Bryan, but that's exactly what happened in 2014. Just a few months after filming the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, Batista returned to WWE to compete in the 2014 Royal Rumble match. As soon as he declared his entry, fans suspected he might win, given that Randy Orton was the WWE World Heavyweight Champion at the time. This seemed to set up a potential Evolution Explodes storyline, while also promoting Batista's upcoming Marvel role. This did not go over well. Daniel Bryan was the most popular star in the company, and fans wanted him in the number 30 spot. When Rey Mysterio entered instead, fans even turned on him. Batista won the Rumble, but had to turn heel almost immediately because he wasn't Bryan, which eventually led to Bryan being added to the WrestleMania 30 main event, where Bryan won. The decision to choose Batista over Bryan became even more unpopular after WrestleMania when Batista debuted blue ring gear, leading fans to nickname him Blutista. Batista successfully returned to the company in 2019. WWE fans have turned on Brock Lesnar multiple times for various reasons. The first was in 2004 at WrestleMania 20, where both Lesnar and Goldberg were booed after news broke that both were leaving WWE. The most recent was when he was mentioned in the Janelle Grant lawsuit, in which a former WWE employee alleged